Hi everyone! Today we'll cover developer guidelines and best practices for using our APIs. We'll also show you how to use DataForSEO API based on PHP examples. But you can apply the same principles to any other language we support. Let's get down to business. First, let's talk about the general guidelines. To use DataForSEO API, you can create your own REST client or use one of our officially supported clients for PHP, Python, C#, Java or TypeScript. You'll find these clients in our documentation. DataForSEO uses basic authentication. To authorize, you need to pass your unique API credentials in the authorization header in the following format: authorization, basic login, password. Replace login and password with your API login and API password. You can find them in the API access section in our dashboard. To make an API call, find the endpoint you need in the downloaded examples. Make sure the endpoint's URLs matches the URL from our docs. Make sure the correct HTTP method, POST or GET, is set. You'll see it indicated before the endpoint's URL in our docs. Some DataForSEO APIs offer several methods of data delivery. If you need instant results, the live method is the best solution. It returns data in response to a single POST request. You can use the standard method if you don't need to receive data instantly. It requires making separate POST and GET requests to set a task and collect its results, but it's much cheaper. For POST requests, add POST parameters to the body of your request. All data in your request body should be sent in the JSON format with UFT8 encoding. Make sure all parameters marked as required are there. You can also use callbacks such as pinbacks or postbacks. The pinback function is like a notification sent to your server upon the completion of a task, while postback is a function that actually sends the results to your server. Follow the link in the description for details. After you send a POST request and receive a response, check the task status. The status code and status message parameters indicated after the version in the response describe the status of your API call. The status code and status message provided in the area of tasks describe the status of particular task. The status code fields of a successful request and a successfully set task will meet the following condition. To get the full list of DataForSEO's internal status codes and messages, refer to the error endpoint of our docs provided in the description. If the task returns an error, it's not processed further. In this case, try resetting the task after some time. If the error refers to the validation of input parameters, check the payload. You can also consult the errors endpoint of our docs for details. If you set a task using a task POST endpoint, save the task ID from the response to retrieve the results with a corresponding GET endpoint. If you're making a GET request to obtain the results of a set task, replace a $sign ID at the end of the request URL with the ID of your task. When you collect the results, you can always refer to the DataForSEO documentation for a detailed description of the fields the response contains. Next up, here are some response headers essential for managing your DataForSEO API requests. X-rate limit shows the rate limit per minute for the endpoint. X-rate limit remaining tells you how many requests you have left in the current rate limit window. Content encoding indicates the encoding format of the response data. By default, our API responses are compressed with gzip if you use one of our API clients. Content type indicates the data format in the response body. By default, responses are in JSON format. You can also get XML or HTML by appending the necessary format to the request URL. Generally, you can send up to 2000 API calls per minute. If your project requires increased limits, reach out to our support team. Remember that limits can vary, so always check the docs for details beforehand. Alright, now let's see some API usage in action with PHP. First off, make sure PHP is installed and ready to use on your computer. Download the archive with the DataForSEO PHP examples. Extract the folder from the downloaded archive and import it into the directory you will be working with. Open the endpoint you are interested in. Copy your API login and API password from the API access in the DataForSEO dashboard. Note that your API password is only visible for the first 24 hours after registration. Later on, you can request it via email. Copy the absolute path of the script and run it in the console. Receive the result. As you can see, this search engine results page contains 103 elements. Let's try to retrieve only the elements with the URLs we're interested in. To do this, add a target field with the required domain. Run the request again. Now you can review the results with the specified target. For more tips and best practices, check out our Help Center. We have guides for handling SERP API requests, handling keyword data API requests, and handling on-page API requests, as well as setting multiple tasks in one request, using filters, and getting a list of completed tasks. Additionally, we cover using beanbags and pausebacks, setting a webhook delay, and more. See the links in the description. That's it. For more detailed information, check our documentation and Help Center. If you need help with API integration, you can also contact our 24/7 support team. Thanks for watching and happy API exploring with Data for SEO.